The thin blue line is a symbol used by law enforcement, originating in the United Kingdom but now prevalent in the United States and Canada to commemorate fallen law enforcement officers and to symbolize the relationship of law enforcement in the community as the protectors of civilians from criminal elements. It is an analogy to the term thin red line. Each stripe on the emblem represents certain respective figures. The blue center line represents law enforcement, the top black stripe represents the public whilst the bottom represents the criminals. The idea behind the graphic is that law enforcement is what stands between the violence and victimization by criminals of the would-be victims of crime. Proponents of the symbol assert that the identifier is intended to show support for police. In the wake of controversies over police shootings, the thin blue line flag has become popular among law enforcement personnel, their families and supporters. Variations. After the popularity of the thin blue line emblem for law enforcement came a number of other thin lines. The thin orange line are search and rescue personnel, sometimes used by civilians possessing a concealed carry weapon permit, the thin red line firefighters, the thin silver line are corrections officers, the thin yellow line are loss prevention officers, tow truck drivers, the thin green line are game warden, security officers. Australian park rangers, the thin gold line are dispatcher, the thin NW line are United States Navy, the thin ACU line are United States Army, the thin tiger stripe line are Air Force, the thin white line are Emergency Medical Services. The thin white line differs from other thin lines in that the background is blue instead of black, with a white line crossing horizontally through the middle. EMS also still uses the thin orange line, which is primarily used by search and rescue. The thin blue line with lightning bolt SWAT. The thin black line, nurses. The thin black line differs from other thin lines because it is a white background with a horizontal black line through the middle. History. The term came into broad use after the release of Errol Morris' 1988 documentary film The Thin Blue Line, about the murder of a Dallas police officer Robert W. Wood. Judge Don Metcalf, who presided over the trial of Randall Adams, states in the film, that prosecutor Doug Mulder's final argument was one I'd never heard before, about the thin blue line of police that separate the public from anarchy. See also, the thin blue line. References